What is that? Spitfighter. It's not gonna end well. I can't tell if he's just lucky or extremely skilled. Welcome back to Mix Remix. Today, it's all about the crazy. Check it out. Oh, hell no. Oh my God. What is that? No. No. Welcome, fellow thrill seekers, to what might be my personal nightmare fuel served up on a silver platter with a side of nope. We've got a scene straight out of Arachnophobia Unleashed where our unsuspecting camper, let's call him Tentative Tom, decided to give us a heart-stopping shadow puppet show with none other than the 8-legged beast as a star. Picture this: Tom, cozied up in his tent, probably dreaming of marshmallows and clear starry skies, whips out his flashlight for a midnight illumination session. Little does he know he's about to cast the premiere of The Shadow That Ate Cleveland, starring the most gargantuan spider this side of a sci-fi convention. As the light flickers on what appears, a shadow so colossal it should have its own zip code. The spider, in the world of shadows, is the equivalent of a monster truck at a garden party. It's like seeing your own personal Godzilla, but instead of terrorizing the city, it's just chilling on your tent. Now, for someone who'd rather hug a cactus than spot a spider, this moment is pure unadulterated terror. But let's take a moment to appreciate the absurdity of this situation. There's Tom, armed with nothing but a flashlight, facing the shadow of what looks like a creature that could rival a small car. It's a reminder that sometimes things aren't quite as terrifying as they seem, except when they are. And in that case, running is a perfectly acceptable response. In the end, Tom's encounter with the shadow spider is a tale of light shadows and the primal fear that sends shivers down the spine of anyone who's ever said, it's not the size that matters, it's how you use it. Well, in the case of spider shadows, size matters. It matters a lot! Spitfighter. Oh my God. That's funny. That's funny. Just when I thought I'd seen every type of street showdown, I stumble upon the ultimate battle of wits and spit. No fists, no kicks, just pure unadulterated saliva slinging. It's like watching a high-stakes duel, but instead of swords, it's all about who can muster up the most moisture. Picture it. Two guys locked in a fierce gaze, launching loogies like seasoned spitball snipers. It's less Street Fighter and more Spitfighter. I've got to hand it to them. It takes serious skill to turn what's essentially a toddler's defense mechanism into an art form. Who knew the next martial arts trend would come straight out of a preschool's playbook? Just goes to show, in the arena of the absurd, it's not about the size of the spit, it's about strategy. And maybe, just maybe, keeping a good dentist on speed dial. She thought that adding water to hot oil would extinguish the problem. Okay. Uh-oh. Yeah, this is not going to be good. First thing to tell you. Oh, damn! You on fire now? Oh, my God. So in the grand theater of, well, that escalated quickly, we have our star performer, let's call her Pyro Pattie, demonstrating a classic kitchen mythbuster in the worst possible setting. Picture this. Patty, surrounded by a captive audience, decides it's showtime for her impromptu fire safety demo. The guest of honor? A hot oil lamp, flickering away like it's auditioning for the spot in an old-timey horror flick. So Patty, with the confidence of a magician pulling a rabbit out of a hat, reaches for her trusty assistant, a jug of water. But instead of applause, what follows is a scene straight out of Don't Try This at Home infomercials. She pours the water and boom, it's not a rabbit that appears, but a dragon's breath, turning cozy gathering into a live-action evacuation drill. And just like that, everyone's sprinting to the exit, probably setting personal bests, as Pattie's magic show turns into a lesson why water and oil are like two A-list celebrities at an after-party. Not great at mingling. It's a chaotic ballet where dancers are flames and the only music is the pitter-patter of feet and the universal chorus of I Told You So. Thankfully, the only thing injured was pride and possibly the future of Pattie's career as an impromptu fire marshal. Let this be a lesson. The only thing you should be adding to hot oil is a sense of caution, not a splash of H2O, because in the end, the only thing extinguished was the calm of the evening and perhaps Pattie's belief in old wives' tales. Don't text and ride. It's not going to end well. Here we have our hero of the hour. Let's call him Screenlocked Steve. He's cruising through the night with his trusty steed, a bicycle that's about to become an accomplice in the crime against Windows. Steve, so engrossed in his phone, is about to redefine breaking news, quite literally. As he approaches what appears to be an invisible barrier to the untrained eye, also known as a giant glass window, we witness a moment of suspense. It's not every day you see a man so committed to multitasking that he is willing to become a human cannonball for it. And then, in a climax worthy of a Hollywood stunt scene, Steve makes his grand entrance, or should I say crash entrance, into the building, without even bothering to open the door. The window, taken completely by surprise, had no choice but to shatter in awe of Steve's dedication to not paying attention. And Steve, in a plot twist no one saw coming, nearly becomes the first man to teleport directly into a building using nothing but sheer willpower and a bit of physics gone wild. The moral of the story? When they said break a leg to Steve before his nightly ride, this wasn't quite what they had in mind. But hey, on the bright side, he definitely broke through barriers. Just, maybe not the metaphorical kind we usually aim for. Never paid him for the work he did. Well, that's probably not a good idea. I'm thinking. Oh, man. One way to do it. You gonna pay me? Guess what? I'm going chainsaw massacre on this bitch. Wow, man. Absolutely. Oh, man. Well, it could be worse. Yep. Well, in the wild world of extreme job dissatisfaction, we have a roofer who turned his day job into a scene straight out of an action movie. This guy, let's call him Chainsaw Charlie, decided that since his invoices were being ignored, he'd make the next statement with a chainsaw. Imagine this. Charlie perched atop a roof like a guardian of unpaid labor, revving up his chainsaw with the intensity of a warrior preparing for battle. His approach wasn't just cutting corners. It was cutting entire sections. Picture this. You're sipping your morning coffee when suddenly you hear what sounds like a deranged beaver going to town. But no, it's just Chainsaw Charlie, crafting a new skylight where none was requested. Because when dialogue fails, apparently home improvement via chainsaw is the next best thing. It's one way to open up the room, really let the natural light flood in. On the bright side, the client technically did get a new roof design. On the downside, it was a more open concept than he'd bargained for. Right. Donuts, yes. Oh, dude. Inches to spare, oh my God. I can't tell if he's just lucky or extremely skilled. Oh, wow. You have got to be kidding me. I mean, When he went through the first time, I thought, yeah, he got lucky. Then he pulls off the same crap on the return trip. It's like watching someone flip a coin and it land on heads twice in a row. So now I'm scratching my head wondering, is this guy rolling with Lady Luck, or is he just that good? Either way, dude's got more nerve than a toothache on a roller coaster. Luck or skill? Honestly, it's like trying to guess whether a Siamese cat's gonna cuddle you or scratch you. Go either way.
Iogurte pro rato.
What is that?
Iogurte pro rato, aqui ó. Oh.
Ah!
Iogurte pro rato, meu filho. Coxinha aqui ó. Olha, já tomou foi tudo.
Oh, that. Oh my God. That's a WTF moment. So we're going straight headfirst into the twilight zone of viral videos where the only passport required is a sense of humor and maybe a slight suspension of disbelief. Our latest expedition takes us to Brazil, a land where the phrase expect the unexpected is taken as a personal challenge, and oh boy does it deliver. We've got our protagonist, let's dub him Neon Nico, because anyone with hair that can double as a beacon in the dark has earned that nickname. Now Nico, in a move that defies just about every convention known to man and rodent alike, decides to turn a simple hangout by his car into a wildlife interaction you'd be hard-pressed to find in any nature documentary. Picture this, Neon Nico standing as a bastion of chill against the backdrop of his car, decides to partake in a beverage. But oh, it's not for him. The beverage, which bears a striking resemblance to orange juice, because who doesn't love a good vitamin C kick, is apparently intended for a much different audience. Enter stage right, a rather rotund rat, bold as brass, scampering up to the part of what can only be described as the world's most unexpected tasting session. As Nico extends his tongue, offering the liquid like a peace treaty between species, our furry friend doesn't hesitate. There it is, a rat drinking from a human tongue as if it stumbled upon a secret watering hole in the vast desert of an urban jungle. And Neon Nico? He's cool as a cucumber, as if just a regular Tuesday afternoon activity. The scene is a cocktail of bewildering, endearing, and downright surreal, leaving us with more questions than answers. Is this the start of a beautiful relationship? Or the world's most bizarre party trick? Either way, it's a moment that captures the essence of only in Brazil, where the line between human and nature blurs in the most unexpected ways. So next time you think you've seen it all, remember Neon Nico and his rodent companion, proving that sometimes the world is just a few shades stranger than we give it credit for. And that's all we got. Hey, please like and
subscribe.
what is that?